this feels very strange filming sat like on a bed with a setup, but basically Sean's dad and brother are helping him paint the house at the moment, and it is so noisy downstairs, so I have escaped to our spare bedroom in the loft and thought this made the most sense. I feel really nervous. I don't know if I should feel this nervous to talk about this, but basically if you follow me over on Instagram or looked at the title of this video, then you will already know that we are expecting a baby. It feels so incredibly surreal to say those words. I can't even, it makes me want to cry. Just even saying that makes me want to cry. And I've told myself I'm not going to get emotional in this video, not because I care to get emotional, I would happily get emotional. I am an emotional wreck at the moment, but because I have a lot to do today and I don't want to do my makeup again. Anyway, we are having a baby, and yeah, we're just over the moon. I can't even explain it, how grateful we feel to be in this position right now. If you do follow me over on Instagram, you might have seen that I spoke briefly about our journey to get here. It has been an incredibly painful one. It's been a very long one, or felt like a very long one to us. It's taken us 4.5 years to get to this point, and I wake up every day and just can't believe that I get to be in this position. I want to like really briefly just talk about our experience, and then maybe I'll talk about it a bit more in the future, but for now, yeah, it's taken 4.5 years for us to get here. We've had, I can't even count how many tests done over the years, and we actually went through IVF as well. We did 2 fresh rounds of IVF and had 2 fresh transfers, and also 2 frozen transfers. One of those resulted in an early loss, one of them was an ectopic pregnancy, and 2 were failed transfers. And it has, yeah, it's been like the most heartbreaking thing we've ever experienced, I've ever been through, physically and mentally. So we actually had our last frozen transfer in the Christmas just gone, December 2023, and we happened to find out, like the dates just worked out, that we found out on Christmas Day, the evening of Christmas Day, that it hadn't worked, and it was one of the saddest points, I think, yeah, one of the saddest times of my life. And we kind of got back, picked ourselves up as much as we could, and then a few months later we had the absolute shock of our lives that we were pregnant naturally. Even saying that, again, I feel like I'm gonna cry, but it was and is the most surreal experience. It's the first time we've ever been pregnant without help, and now we're here. We're just over halfway. We have a baby girl coming towards the end of the year, and I'm just so excited, but more than anything I'm just so grateful. Oh my god, why am I such an emotional wreck? I think after so much pain, I think we just didn't think we'd be here. Oh my gosh, I said I wasn't gonna get upset, but I mean, that was very optimistic. This was meant to be happy and light and just tell you about the pregnancy, but I think after so much pain and just so many years, I think I just genuinely never thought we'd get to this point. So it feels like, yeah, it just feels very surreal. Anyway, I'm gonna stop blabbering. I am so excited to make this part of our journey, and actually it was really bizarre. I I started YouTube at the start of the year, or I can't remember, but it was in February, March time, as a kind of new project, as a distraction. And in my first video, I said at the end of it that I really wasn't feeling well. And that day I'd had a migraine and I actually fell asleep in my parents' bedroom. It was Mother's Day, and I felt awful, and I just thought, oh, my period's gonna come. This is my like monthly migraine, because I get hormonal migraines. And then I was actually pregnant, which is just the wildest thing, that I started YouTube and I've essentially documented the pregnancy without even realising it. So I don't know how much I'm going to talk about our journey. I'm just gonna see how it goes. I did do a Q&A on Instagram where I answered some questions, and I probably will speak about it more in the future, but I just don't want to put any kind of like pressure on myself, and just want to take each day as it comes. Pregnancy after loss is an incredibly anxious time, and I'm just taking each day as it comes at the moment. My first trimester was a whole nother experience. I was really unwell, pretty sick most days until about 16 weeks, and yeah, maybe I'll talk about that some more, because I feel like that's like a whole thing in itself. My smell aversions were crazy. I had an aversion to our like downstairs, so anytime I went downstairs I would be sick or just retch, but I think I was the happiest I've ever been to be so unwell and feel so awful. I'd literally be being sick like, yes, Sean, can you believe it? But yeah, anyway, I'm just so excited for the future. How many times can I say I'm excited in this video? I feel like I've said it a lot of times whilst being so out of breath. But yeah, we are just so over the moon to be here. She's literally kicking me as I say this. This is just the most, oh yeah. We are just so grateful to be here, and there's so many exciting things that hopefully I can bring you along with us for. Lots of firsts, and yeah, I can't wait. So I think I'll leave it there, because I have rambled enough. I'm dreading looking back at this footage of me like rambling and being an emotional mess, but yeah, very excited. And now I need to crack on with the day. I'm gonna do some well, it is baking. I'm gonna do a bit of baking, because I'm seeing a friend tonight and we're taking like a little picnic to the beach, and I'm gonna bake something for it. And I hope you enjoy this video, and I'll see you in the comments. Okay, one more thing before I go and start baking. I just wanted to say that it feels very odd for me speaking about something for like 5 minutes that took over our lives, turned our lives upside down, and was over such a long period of time, and it feels very like, and then we got pregnant, when that was just the extreme opposite of our situation. There are so many tests and clinic visits and results, and we moved to London twice for a month at a time for treatment. You know, there's just so much beneath the surface that, although we're not comfortable with going into like loads of detail right now, maybe we will one day. And yeah, I just wanted to say that. And also that although we experienced a lot of heartbreak, I'm also very aware of how privileged we are to even have access to treatment. And anyone going through IVF, loss, infertility, you know, you're not alone. It's the loneliest time. I had an incredible support system, and it was still the loneliest time of my life. And yeah, I just want anyone to know that you're not alone. And yeah, if sharing even a snippet of our story can help even one person feel like they're not the only one going through this, then it's worth every second. And I'm just sending so much love, so much love to everyone. Yeah, okay, now I'm gonna go and start baking. I just felt like I had to add that in. Okay, so this is what I'm planning to make. It's a like tomato pesto galette. I used the dough recipe from this website, and then I kind of just made it up. But I'm just going to basically copy it and then add some mozzarella as well, because everyone said to add cheese. That looks like he's going. Good morning, it is the next day. I had the loveliest time at the beach last night. I just went with a friend, and my parents have a beach hut, which is like a little shed on the beach, and you kind of can keep anything you want there, and it's just so nice on a sunny evening because you can just take your dinner down and set up like a little restaurant. So we did that. The sea was literally like paper, it was so still. Yeah, it was just the most like lovely evening. And today it is hot, like really hot. Not complaining, it's gorgeous, but it's very hot, and to be honest, I'm very uncomfortable. It's just one of those days where everything I was trying on just wasn't working. I've gone for this Free People dress, and it's comfy, so it's fine. And what am I saying? Today's plan is acupuncture this morning, which I'm very excited about. I feel like it will like chill me out a bit. And then I'm gonna go meet a couple of friends for coffee, and I'm gonna do some painting, and not at the coffee, later on. I'm gonna do some painting and just hopefully get back into it. I really have missed being creative, and I loved doing the 30 days of art so much, and I just want to think if there's something similar that we could do, or just start the like art club back up again and just get back into it. So I'll show you what I'll paint later. Who knows what it'll be, most likely some flowers as I'm looking in the garden. But yeah, I'm going to make a yogurt bowl, very into vanilla yogurt with melon, granola and passion fruit, random. And then I'm going to head out. Breakfast bowl is sorted. This is what I love the most about when it's warm, sitting in this corner. Although, Christ, why did we get a cream sofa with a dog who is crazy? I mean, it's quite easy to wash it out, but still. Just gonna sit here with my yogurt bowl, and yeah, Sid's already noticed. For God's sake. Right, so we have paints, little bowl for the paints. This is actually one that I made in pottery ages ago. Desperate to go back in the next month. Paintbrushes, oils, also this oil actually, which I bought in the shop the other day. I've never tried this before, let me know if you have. It looked so good. And then some nice paper, lots of little canvases, a big
bowl of tuna pasta because I'm very into tuna right now. And this book, which I bought the other day as well, it's just like a sketchbook, but it just has the loveliest paper in it. I thought I could do some kind of little paintings in that. So now I'm just going to do some backgrounds and then see how we get on, let them dry, and then crack on with some painting. Okay, this is where I've got to. So, done the background of this one. I did a cocktail one like this a while ago, so I'm going to kind of recreate it on a canvas. Then this is going to be a little checkered background, and then probably something floral. And then this one I've just started like the base kind of layers. It's this little plant pot. So that will have lots of thicker layers once it's dry. And it's just been the nicest couple of hours sat out here in the sun. This weather is just perfection. I just realised I didn't try this and I have to try it. So I'm just going to do a little border on this piece. Ooh. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, I didn't realise it's got like a layer. You have to kind of break in to get to it. But it feels really nice. Ooh, I'm gonna like this. It's very creamy. So they're just like big chunky pencil oils instead of like these, which are great, but they do kind of break off really easily. And this is just so satisfying. So I would highly recommend this brand if you like a bit of oil drawing. Oh, that's so nice. Got like some kind of beehive thing going on, but we're just going to ignore it. It's end of day vibes. You're very high up because I'm shooting in my bathroom and it's a very small space. But this afternoon has been lovely. Today started off, I was in a really bad mood. And it's just wild to me how throughout pregnancy there are some days when I have so much energy and I feel like I could do anything, and then other days where my body is like, no, you need to sleep and you need to sleep now. And today was one of those days where I just needed sleep. Had it yesterday as well actually. I went out for the day and then came back in the afternoon and just had to sleep. Yeah, I haven't had that for a while. I feel like that was more for the first 16 weeks, but yeah, today and yesterday it's been very hot, and I think it's been, my body's just been extra tired, but I'm feeling good now. It's been really, really nice painting in the garden this evening.
and just having some creative time and getting back into it. And I'll pick up the paintings in the next video. I'm really going to try and be consistent with these videos now. I wish I hadn't said that actually, because now I feel like I won't be because I've said that. But more consistent than I have been. There will be more videos than there have been. Actually, I put up on stories the other day, I was like, I know what people want on Instagram and what people like to see, I feel like, but on YouTube I feel like it's like a whole different world. So I was asking people what they like to watch on YouTube, and I loved the answers because it was basically people literally saying the more mundane the better. Like literally saying that. I'm not saying their answers were mundane. They were literally saying the more mundane the better. Just really low-key, chilled, everyday vlogs, and that is my style. So yeah, let me know though if there is anything you do want me to film over the next few months, in particular, especially as it's summer. It's just so nice. Like, I just love shooting all the garden content. Right, I'm gonna stop rambling. I'm gonna take off my makeup and just chill for the evening. Sean's out, my mum's come around, and yeah, it's just gonna be a nice relaxed one. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and thank you so much again to anyone who sent us lovely messages over the last week. It's been literally like a dream come true week. Like, it's felt like we've been in a bubble of just joy and love, and it's felt so nice. So yeah, thank you so much, and I will see you very soon.